Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode I'm going to be recapping Ironheart episode 1, titled Take Me Home, which was originally released on the 25th of June 2025, and I'm recording this episode less than a week later on the 30th of June 2025, and you should be seeing this in a couple of days from when I'm recording this. That's just because of how Ironheart's being released. But without further ado, here's the trailer, and the most recent trailer for Ironheart.
Tech is the future. Riri, you can actually help people.
I know.
So, where's your arc reactor? That's like the...
You know, they don't exactly hand those out.
Y'all calling me crazy when I've been balling all day like Brady.
When I got back from Wakanda, I felt stuck. To bring my ideas to life, I need cash.
Crazy, gotta go crazy. Hey.
Come work for me.
I assume these jobs aren't exactly legal.
Not exactly. So you in or out?
We Ocean's 11 or The Sopranos.
What's the difference?
Don't fake crazy, gotta go crazy.
What would you say if someone were to create AI using brain scanning technology? Oh my God, I'm literally perfection.
I would say only an idiot with a death wish would try that.
Cool.
Riri, you created something great. We're gonna need it.
No.
But now, you are just in my way.
It's Hood. It's from another dimension. If I'm gonna protect us, I need to start thinking outside the box. I think I have to fight magic with magic. Wait, what?
Might be a hero in there after all.
I'm in. Hey, girl. Oh, my bad.
That was the trailer for Ironheart, and as I explained briefly before I showed you the trailer, that's because in this episode I'll be recapping Ironheart episode 1, Take Me Home. Here's my recap. Riri lists people she believes she is better than. Riri's friend mentions Thor. Riri wants to be the best inventor in the world. Riri mentions Tony Stark and AI. Riri tests one of her gadgets. Riri mentions emergency services. Something explodes. Riri attempts to convince other people to let her keep working. Riri reveals her dream. Dean Choi insults Riri. Dean Choi names multiple schools. Dean Choi expels Riri from MIT. Riri puts on her suit. Riri flies. Riri speaks to Trevor. Trevor misunderstands Riri multiple times. Multiple people seem to be attempting a robbery. Someone insults someone else. Stuart reveals his codename. Someone guides other people. An alarm sounds to everyone's surprise. Some of the robbers fight security guards. Parker asks the other robbers to go home. Parker and someone else witness Riri flying. Trevor checks in with Riri. Riri asks Trevor to message Xavier. Riri's student ID is expired, which means she can no longer communicate with Trevor. Riri crashes. We then have the Ironheart title sequence. Multiple people attempt to talk to Riri. A child talks to Riri. Riri introduces herself to the child. Lyndon introduces himself to Riri. Someone witnesses Riri and Lyndon having a conversation. Multiple people discuss Riri. Someone mentions Natalie. Riri returns home. Riri hugs multiple people, including her mum. Riri's mum insults Riri's soup. Riri's mum informs Riri how she knew about Riri getting expelled. Riri believes she is fine. Riri agrees to accompany someone. Riri reveals why she is so focused on building suits. The person with Riri mentions Chicago. Riri mentions Dubai. Someone shows Riri a mural. Riri remembers spending time with the people in the mural. Riri reveals she sold something. Someone apologizes to Riri. This person agrees to take Riri home. Xavier gives Riri something. Riri says goodbye to Xavier. Someone just watched Riri and Xavier's conversation. Riri and Xavier go shopping. Xavier mentions Jim. Jim recognizes Riri. Jim mentions Iris and Tony Stark, as well as Natalie. Someone pays for Riri. Riri thanks the person who paid for her. Riri mentions her financial situation. Someone gives Riri a business card. This person's boss wants to see Riri first thing tomorrow morning. Riri arrives at this address. The lift Riri is currently in starts malfunctioning. Riri locates a bomb. Someone communicates to Riri. This person informs Riri that this is her interview. Someone insults Stuart. Multiple people don't believe Stuart. Parker introduces himself to Riri. Stuart also introduces himself to Riri. Riri recognises Stuart. Parker attempts to relate to Riri. Parker wants Riri to work for him. Riri refuses to work for Parker. Parker proves Riri wrong. Parker reveals what his job is. Riri agrees to work for Parker. Parker wants Riri to bring her suit. Riri hears a message from Natalie. Riri recalls some of her memories with Natalie. Past Riri gives her stepdad some advice. Riri agrees to build something for Natalie. Riri remembers how Natalie and her stepdad died. Riri's mum realises Riri has been crying. Riri and her mum discuss Natalie and Riri's stepdad. Parker takes off his jacket. Riri attempts to repair her suit. Parker seems to be getting a tattoo. Riri attempts to test her suit, but instead causes a power cut. Parker unlocks a door and Riri is woken up by a hologram of Natalie, and that is my recap of Ironheart episode 1, titled Take Me Home. Now, that's episode 1. Now, if you are a fan of Ironheart, you will know that episodes 1, 2 and 3 were released at the same time, and as of time of you watch this episode, most likely episodes 4, 5 and 6 are out. So what's going to kind of happen is 1, 2 and 3 are going to be out kind of within the same couple of consecutive days. I think the plan is to get them out to you as quickly as possible, and that not to wait until so probably what will happen is episodes 4, 5 and 6 will be out on that day, so Wednesday the 2nd of July or maybe Thursday the 3rd of July they should be out. At least episode 1 should be. So that's just that. Here's where, because I don't know if it's the first or second episode of the day, either go and check out the first episode of today or check out the episode later on today. And I will see you in the next episode of the Everything Podcast. What am I doing? No, that's not. I've never done that like that. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Ironheart, titled Take Me Home, if you watched it. My recap, if you didn't, give me your thoughts on both of those in the comments below. As well with anything else you want to go on the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in a future episode of the podcast where I'll be recapping Ironheart episode 2. See you then. Goodbye.